Whoa, what did he just call them? The Clankers? Is that where it originated from? Hold on a minute, Star Wars might have game. Star Wars might know game. Anyway, what's up? Welcome back. We're at this again. And I just wanted to start off with dropping a little bit of a hard quote that one of my buddies bestowed upon me so graciously today. And it is, roses are red, violets are blue. My wife is 9 and I'm 52.
Shut your fucking mouth!
What most of you probably take from that, oh, he's a vile creature who victimizes young women. But you know what I see? I see a venture capitalist. That's what I see. Now, obviously I'm taking the piss. That's not actually what I think. And by no means do I think that. And by no means did any one of my friends even come remotely close to saying that. It was a funny meme. How do I crouch just without rolling? Oh. It's a funny thing I've seen on TikTok. Well, Instagram Reels actually, because Instagram Reels is honestly, if you're not on Instagram Reels already, get with the times, bro. Instagram Reels are a million times better than TikToks, and I'll tell you why right now. One, TikTok is some soy boy soft pussy ass shit, right? They only show like 1% of the stuff that is like allowed to be shown, and when I tell you, the stuff that they post is so much more entertaining. Like you've got, I'm not getting into it. Just give it a chance. Explore Instagram Reels, and you'll know what I'm saying. Friend, he got into the world of making videos, and he's a G at Binding of Isaac, so we'll probably make some videos with him, which is gonna be sick. I'm excited for that. I've been trying to tell him to do it for a minute, but he just didn't want to. But then recently he decided to get into it, so I'm like, I bet, like that's sick. So, however, I want to quickly go over something from the last video that I want to get like I want to elaborate a bit on. I talked about Tylenol and the effects of like Tylenol can be like autism, right? Because I saw like online that the president made like a post about how, oh, if your mother had taken Tylenol when you were a baby, there's like a higher chance of you having autism. Now, I'm not using autism lightly here. I'm using it in like the sense that like you're a fucking idiot kind of thing. Because like there's like autistic people who are like smart. But I think he was referring to like the bad kind of autism, you know, where it's like the birth defect like actually hinders your ability to do anything on a day-to-day basis, and if anyone tells you otherwise, like it's actually just fucking lying to you, right? So the president dropped some bars about that, and I would say it was pretty fucking interesting. Like from the standpoint of like someone who's always thought they have autism, but was never officially diagnosed, but like definitely has autism. I thought it was interesting because that made me wonder how much Tylenol like my mother consumed when she had me in the womb, because for all you know, I could be fucking like I could be on like the higher end spectrum of it, to the point where like the high end to where like you have autism, but like it's such insane autism you can't actually tell you have autism. Like that level, that's what I think I'm at. But I don't know, they've never told me I have, so I'm fucking terrible. Who's to know? But no, the whole Tylenol autism thing is insane. Cheating? I mean, I don't think I've ever played Lobby this game on PC where someone isn't cheating. They just gave up on this shit. I should have just gone it on like PS5 or whatnot. Whatever. We were in class today, and we were talking about something to do. We were in a spreadsheets class, and then we started talking about like our project and how we have to find this like thing that we have to do a assignment on. And we were going over some stuff in class, like online, like a bunch of different websites where they showed like different, like the drug rate in different states, like all like 50 whatever it is states. And I expected a couple states to be higher up there. Which one? They were surprisingly lower down, which, you know, I thought was pretty cool. However, DC, this was an interesting one. Let me tell you. So DC, right? DC is the highest overall, you know, cocaine, meth, fentanyl, heroin, all of that. It is the overall highest for everything, right? And so I was like, okay, I'm curious. I looked into it. I opened, because it has like a section that shows like percentage of people in the state depending on pigmentation factors. And I wasn't surprised. And I mean, I was surprised. No, fuck it. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even gonna get there. You go in there, okay? I'm just gonna say something I'm gonna end up getting doxxed for or counted for at the end of the day, but let me just say I wasn't surprised by the results. And then there was also, we were in class and my friend, he brought up the fact that they have, this is interesting because this was fascinating. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, am I lagging? Whoever invented this prize, so let me just get into it. there was a thing that my friend told me about where they given out an IG Nobel Prize to this guy who went to a guy who had zebra cows, so it was actually just cows painted black and white to look like zebras. And then the other one was to a guy who had his lizards eat various pizza, which I'll be honest, that sounds pretty fucking badass. Like pizza eating lizards, that's pretty fucking sick, I'll be honest. But who is giving out Nobel Prizes to people who paint their cows like zebras, bro? Are we dead fucking ass? We've got people discovering that Tylenol gives you fucking autism, and they're not getting Nobel Prizes. But you've got people painting their cows like zebras. Like, are we dead ass? I could have made my dog have sex with the autistic neighbor whose mum was popping Tylenol like it was fentanyl perks while she was in the womb. And I could get a fucking Nobel Prize for that. Of course, I'm not going to do it because it's morally, is it morally inappropriate? But like, I'm just trying to let the fella have a fun time. Like, come on now. You know what they say, the syndrome down, but the tism's up. I don't know what to tell you. It just pisses me off. It just pisses me off. And you know something else that pisses me off? And this is a recent event, actually. So recently, a couple out in Missouri, never been, probably never gonna go. Sounds like a shit state. But if they're winning $1.8 million lottery, 1.8 billion, listen, not million, billion dollar lottery tickets, I might have to fucking make a trip down to Missouri, I'll tell you what. Because there was a couple down in Missouri who won $1.8 billion in lottery. Now, I'm all for like, oh yeah, like, woohoo, you won 1.8 billion. Motherfucker, the guy who won it is like 95 years old. He's dying, he has like 4 weeks to live. And he gave it all the way to the community. And I didn't get a slice of the pie. Like, what the fuck? He bought his son a Lambo day one. Mate, I think he was like Arabic. Mate, I'll become Mudahadi Hussein or whatever the fuck his name. I'll become Abdul Jabbar Anwakin or whatever the fuck it is if I can get a slice of that. Like, what's going on? Give your brother a slice. Not that I deserve it or anything. I haven't really done anything to deserve it, but I doubt his son has. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit salty because I didn't get a piece of the pie. Right. You never know. And of course, I got a clanker at my fucking clanker on my ass. Anyway, but no, dude, it's unbelievable. I will never understand it. You grind your I can't really say I haven't grinded that much. I just getting on my grinds, you know. Ooh, I was not locked in. Shit on. No, but you spend your for him, he spends his whole life you're gonna end up in a situation where you have a disease that isn't even curable, and then you get all this money and it can't even fix it. It's like, what's even the point? What's even the fucking point of it at the end of the day? The government right now, the government's falling apart. We've got Epstein files are supposed to release a while ago, and I don't know much about what the Epstein files even are. I know it's some pedophile scheme of Trump and him having sex with kids, whatever, on Epstein Island and all that. But I'll be honest, why do people care so much? We already know it's true. There's no surprise. And even if the files do come out, nothing's gonna change. He's not gonna get sacked from office. The public already knows it's true. So why is it this massive thing they have to release? We know the government's corrupt in this country, and people just have to accept that. But I don't understand why people are begging for these files to be released when everyone knows what's in them, and them being released isn't going to change anything. I, for one, sure as fuck am not on that list. Definitely not. But I don't even know what it's mainly. I know it's. There we go. Damn. Wait, why was it not zoomed in? Oh no, it's shot. But I just don't get it. They're never going to release them, and when they do, they're either going to be tampered with, or they're gonna have everything on it and nothing's gonna change. So at the end of the day, it doesn't make a fucking difference if they release them or if they don't. Just give it up, I'll be honest, just give it up. And then the other thing is do you really think Trump gives a fuck if a couple of files of him saying that he was a pedophile even get out? Do you think it's gonna affect him in any way? No, it's not. He's still a multi-billionaire, even though the country isn't even run by him, it's run by Jews. At least, I'll tell you that much. Not that I know if that's true or anything. Anyway, moving on. I did have a Jewish friend in high school, though. He definitely wasn't the dominant kind. Let me tell you that much. He was definitely a more sit back and just let people do what you want with him. He had a girlfriend in high school, and everyone kind of like knew the two of them as like both these kind of clowns because they were both kind of like, I don't know, they're both a little bit like clowning. And if he sees this, like, GG, I guess, but like, fuck it, whatever, I could care less. I don't really fuck with him, but he knows this, but he still thinks we do, I don't know. But no, for a couple of years, he had this girlfriend who did not fuck with him at all. Like, I remember being on this trip, and I think me and Viaz, that's his YouTube channel, you can check it out, Viaz. I don't think he'll have anything up at this point, but you can drop him a sub. But the thing is, she didn't like her. He didn't like her. Like, we were on the bus this one time on this school trip, and this fucking idiot, right? He's like, oh, I think about marrying her. I wanna propose to her, whatever. So he's like, but first I need this proposal to her, right? You guys need help with this proposal. Meanwhile, on the other side of the thing, we've made him switch places with this guy called, let's just call him Michael. With Michael, and Michael is the biggest clown. He's a fucking loser. We don't talk to him anymore anyway. But he is like talking to the girl, and he's like, do you even like it? Because we knew she liked him, right? It's been a known thing for a while that she had a crush on him for like years. So we were just kind of clowning. We were low-key dicks, but like, it is what it is. The game's the game, you know? So we start trolling a little bit. He starts talking. He's like, yo, do you even like your boyfriend? She's like, nah, not really. And he's like, she's like, why do you like anyone else in school? And she's like, yeah. Obviously meaning him. She's not gonna tell him that though. And then, meanwhile, my other friend, who I do still talk to, he's a fucking G. We'll call him King. So King is here gaslighting me shit this kid to make him do a singing chorus with the rest of the group in front of everyone to invite her to be his prom date. And he's so down. He's like, oh my god, yeah, that she is currently pouring her heart out to my other friend, to Michael, saying like, oh, I don't like him, blah blah whatever. And we are just fucking dying. Me and Viaz, we just sat there like just absolutely dying, laughing our asses off. Just it was the funniest thing we've seen. Like we were just like, we were involved because like we weren't stopping it. But then again, it wasn't like, you know, it is what it is. He's Jewish. That sounds targeted. In no way was that targeted. That was a friendly comment to an old friend. But he would always play that card, didn't he? Like, oh, I'm Jewish, blah blah. He went to Jewish camp or whatever. Not that kind of camp. Stop. Not that kind of Jewish camp. You know what I'm talking about. But no. And it was a great day. And then it got cancelled because one of the whores in our class, who Michael ended up dating at one point, ended up getting involved because she's a piece of shit. She's a fucking loser. And I'm not surprised he dated her. But she got involved. She was like, no, don't do this. And then she went and told the teacher, blah blah. So then we started throwing popcorn at her for the rest of the ride, which was wholeheartedly deserved, by the way. Like, there's no way she should have. Dude, can you fuck off? Wait, hold on. What's this reload timer? W. She wholeheartedly deserved it. She was a fucking piece of shit. She was doing meth in the bar from Fen. I went to a private school. There was some pretty wealthy kids there. And like, they were doing Fen in the bar. It was nuts about high school, at least in my opinion. It wasn't even like, it was low-key, it wasn't even like, it wasn't like school trips. It was genuinely lunch table. The high school lunch table will never be topped. Just your boys sitting in a circle, couple hoes to the left, couple hoes to the right. You know how it was, you know. Circle jerk here and there, come on the cracker, you watch gay porn with your boys. It's not gay, nor does it classify you as gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just want to make that very clear that if you end up watching gay porn with your boys, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's research, and I've done my fair share of research with my friends. It's completely normal. Now, whatever happens between me and a guy stays between, which is not what you guys are thinking about. I'm thinking about something completely different. Or whether, oh, fucking you're bored. What? Anyway, gay porn doesn't make you want to do gay stuff, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. We made it, boys. Alright, well, I think that's a great note to end it on, I think. And yeah, no, like, comment, sub, you know, whatever you want to do. Check out my boy Viaz. He might have a video up tomorrow, I think, unless he's recording one tonight. Who knows? But yeah, no, stay blessed. If you guys do see any great gay porn out there, let your boy know.